So the British Boxing Board of Control have ordered an immediate rematch between David Adeleye, who's the current British heavyweight champion, and Jeamie Shakiva, aka Jeamie TKV. But the result of the first fight, an Adeleye win, still stands. Now, David Adeleye is, as far as I can tell, firmly in the heel category in the minds of most British boxing fans. The majority of them don't seem to like the way he comes across. As such, following his controversial win over Jeamie TKV, there were straightaway calls for him to have been disqualified. People are saying he's a dirty fighter and a bad sportsman. In light of this, Adeleye posted a video to his Instagram page, which shows and proves that TKV himself did the very same thing to Adeleye earlier on in the fight. He hit him after the referee called break, and TKV was actually warned by the referee for doing so. So as far as I'm concerned, when you view Adeleye's actions in the 6th round in that context, a disqualification, in my view, would have been very harsh. And there were other things that TKV did in there that were illegal. And this is why TKV himself isn't calling for David Adeleye to be disqualified. He actually said that that would have been harsh as well. He admitted in several interviews, one of them on TalkSport, that the pair of them were guilty of doing illegal things in there. Now, obviously, when TKV punched after the referee called break, he didn't knock Adeleye out or drop him. Adeleye, of course, did in the 6th when he hit TKV with a left hook. So some people are saying that Adeleye's infraction was clearly worse. Well, personally, I don't see things that way. When you're in a fight and your opponent is hitting you with illegal punches, as a fighter, you take it as a disrespect. So when you retaliate, you're going to hit him twice as hard. That's generally how it goes with fighters. It's like one-upmanship. And so TKV had done it to Adeleye in a previous round. Adeleye says that he lost the Fabio Wardley fight under similar circumstances. Again, I'm not sure that Fabio Wardley threw the punch after the referee called break, but it was certainly in a clinch. So I can understand how in Adeleye's mind, he's thinking, well, it's kill or be killed. It's dog eat dog here. And another thing he pointed out in the video he uploaded on Instagram is that in the actual clinch where he threw the left hook, after the referee called break, TKV kept hitting Adeleye in the body. Now, TKV says he was just tapping Adeleye in order to get his attention regarding the referee calling break, as if to say, okay, break now, break. But to be fair, you can't expect Adeleye to interpret it that way. It's the referee's job to part the fighters. It's not TKV's job to tap Adeleye and say, okay, let's break now. No, that's not how it works. Protect yourself at all times. The referee is supposed to step in after calling break and separate the fighters. If you're hitting a guy to the body, even if they're just taps, because fighters often tap each other on the head, tap each other in the body, not to signal to the opponent that they should break, but just as a force of habit. They'll cuff each other around the side of the head with little taps and whatever. That's common in boxing when fighters are in a clinch. Now look, I don't know whether Adeleye knew that TKV was tapping him to break. I mean, they look like punches to me, not hard punches, but you know, they were punches. I don't know whether Adeleye knew that that's what the intention was or whether it was just, again, force of habit. Fighters tend to hit each other with these little shots when they're in a clinch. Whatever the case may be, he landed the left hook and the rest is history. Given the context, I can't be too harsh on Adeleye, truth be told. And as I said earlier on, Jeamie TKV himself is not being that harsh on Adeleye. The only issue he has with Adeleye is this claim that TKV had some type of ointment or whatever on his body that was burning Adeleye's eyes. That's the only issue he's taken with Adeleye. He hasn't taken an issue with the left hook that was thrown. As I said immediately after the fight, the referee is the one who's at fault. His instructions were not backed up by his actions, and that caused confusion between the fighters. The referee's instructions and actions have to be clear. This is not a game of chess here. This is two young men full of adrenaline in the middle of a fight for the British title. The referee needs to take control and take charge of situations like that. And again, I'm sure there are going to be people in the comments of this video, regardless of what I just explained, saying that Adeleye should have been disqualified. But as far as I'm concerned, these are people who have got an issue with the guy's personality, and they're not looking at the circumstances that led to the end of the fight objectively. So I would say take a look at the video that Adeleye uploaded to his Instagram page and see for yourselves. I think the right decision is to call a no contest and order an immediate rematch, although it seems that the board have decided for whatever reason to keep the original result of the fight, which obviously was a win for Adeleye. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section below. And before I go, make sure you check out my most recent bit of exclusive boxing content on Patreon. It's a 3-hour film study on George Foreman. That's 3 hours of me analyzing video footage, not still images, actual video footage of the most significant fights in George Foreman's career and explaining and breaking down what made him so effective. It wasn't just brute force and physical strength and punching power. No. Foreman had a much better boxing brain and was much more crafty and clever, even when he was young, than people realize or give him credit for. And I break it all down in a 3-hour George Foreman extravaganza on my Patreon page. If you want to access that video and many other boxing film studies I've done, as well as countless podcasts and what have you, just head on over to my Patreon page, which is called The Brotherhood of Reason, and select the tier called The Boxing Brotherhood. There's no contract, there's no commitment. You can cancel at any time, just like Netflix, and it's very reasonably priced. If you just want to sign up for 1 month and then check out, that's absolutely fine. So yeah, don't miss out on my George Foreman film study. You can access that and my entire back catalog for a very cheap price. It's great value. All of the links are in the description below. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Make sure you guys like this video, share it, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. If you want to access this video along with hundreds of hours worth of other exclusive boxing content, as well as our members chat, just head on over to my Patreon page and select the tier called The Boxing Brotherhood. There's no contract, no commitment. You can cancel at any time, just like Netflix, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper. Just download the app from the Play Store or the App Store. All the links are in the description box below. And just a quick money-saving tip for Apple users. If you purchase your Patreon subscription on the desktop site or on Android, then you'll avoid the ridiculous 30% fee that Apple charges for purchases made on the iOS app. So if you're on iPhone or iPad, save yourself some money by buying your subscription on the actual Patreon website or on Android, because it's a lot cheaper. Once you've made that initial purchase, you can then use the Patreon app on your iPhone or iPad thereafter to access and enjoy your content as normal.